All right. Morning, folks. I'll be the first person to tell you guys I'm a little bit sick today, so my brain power is going to be reduced. Although that doesn't say much because I normally don't have that much brain power, anyways. So I'm gonna be crutching on Matt a little bit here to help us with I don't know, some trade. We've got some trade ideas, but good market. A lot of after hours moves on a lot of the seed oil stocks. We got Coot, S. Seed. Those were some of our big ones. Basically, from my understanding, Trump was tweeting about seed oil from China, and
we don't need China's cooking oil, man.
Yeah, and hey, we don't need seed oils anyways.
Seed oils are bad in general.
Yeah,
the stocks are good. Crazy moves, man.
Yeah, no, very good, very good. Coot was one of the more impressive moves, honestly. In like, I mean, it's gone from. It started that perk here at 66 cents. It went up to near $5 this morning pre-market. Really, really impressive move and really impressive strength just all after hours yesterday. Like that was just grind up, consolidate, grind up, and then the real breakout happened right into the after hours close. Then this is definitely a strong one. It's a reasonable low float stock. It's not like a 200,000 share float. It's an 8.5 million float. It's still low, but not too low. And we got S. as well. I would say probably Coot and S. are going to be some of the top watches. Now, to be completely honest with you, wouldn't shock me if these have kind of already completed their moves. This feels a little bit like the monkeypox craze from about a year ago, year and a half ago, or was that 2.5 years ago? Might have been 2 years ago. I don't remember.
It feels 2020. Like that seed oil was the most 2020 style trade I've seen yet, I think. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, in 2020, the theme was like COVID vaccine. We're like 98% efficiency. And then I was like, no, we're 99. And then all of a sudden we're in COVID. And all of a sudden, all these COVID vaccines were going crazy stocks. And that's exactly what that seed oil trade last night felt like on all of them.
Which
it was crazy.
If we're drawing parallels, that's kind of exciting because that was like the start of it.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I'm excited. I don't know how long they're going to go. I do feel like a good chunk of that move has already happened. Like these are crazy moves on these stocks off more or less a Trump tweet. So we'll see. I don't want to buy any of them out of the gate, but I'm open to like dip and rips on pretty much all of them.
Definitely.
And then do you have Omer up?
Yep, got Omer up. I'm going to bring that over here. I'm probably going to put that ahead of Seed, actually.
Yeah, Omer, really good one. It's a larger company, right? What's the float on the size of this company, Bryce?
60 mil. Whoa.
Oh, it's smaller than I thought, to be honest with you. I thought it was like almost $1 billion. But they had really good news with Novo, whatever.
Sorry, float is 60 mil. Market cap is 800 mil.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They had really good news with that big drug maker that makes like Ozempic, basically. And I mean, honestly, sick breakout there on that news this morning. I watched it. I was at my computer. No, just like literally early this morning on the news. And I was like, oh, this isn't running as much as I thought it. So maybe it's kind of a bust. And then I went and made coffee and came back and it literally just went straight up after that. So
yeah, I mean, nice little trap there, right? You got that consolidation, broke down real quick, and then just grinded up, just ate up all the shorts and tried getting in that thing.
Yeah. So obviously massive move. I mean, really over the past month, the stocks that have moved the best have definitely been mid caps.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I mean, I could go down a rabbit hole with that. Like mid caps have underperformed for basically the last like 4 years. So it makes a ton of sense that mid caps are going crazy right now. But they're just nice trenders. So I would anticipate some profit taking dip out of the gate here as any long-term investor in Omer takes their profits. And again, similar style dip and rip trade. I'd be looking on Omer. That one's probably my favorite out of all the stocks because, again, it's a bigger company. Those tend to trend better. We just got to see if we get a setup. Right now, 1150-ish is kind of acting as support. So I'd prefer to see it kind of dip below that, honestly, and then reclaim in like the first 15, 20 minutes.
I like that. Yeah. Sykes is live now and bragging on you guys. Tell Sykes we said what's up.
Sykes is live too. How about them apples, man? We should just have him hop on.
Yeah, I know. We honestly should. That'd be a lot of fun. Bring a little special guest on here. That'd be a blast.
I'll text him. We're going to see him next in what, 3 weeks or so. So
yeah, that'll be fun.
Cool.
That's
all I got. Oh, DFly's not bad as well. Do you have that one?
No, I get that up.
It's breaking out. Tough for me to chase it though, just like I've been saying on all these. Like, yes, this is a very nice daily breakout, but it's pretty much gone straight up into this breakout. So again, I want to see some style dip and rip style on this. I don't want to chase strength. When I chase strength, I guarantee I lose. So I want to see it. Give me a clean support level, and then I'll take the trade. So patience the first 10 minutes. I'm saying that mostly for myself, but if anyone listens, hopefully it helps you.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of. We've got enough opportunities today where I don't really feel the need to be looking at like some of the lower gappers that aren't in these sectors like IBG or Very or RKDA. Like there are other things, but I mean, I think the easiest ones. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's, oops, not this. CSAI. Oh my gosh, stop. They just keep flip-flopping. Stop. There we go. I used to love this stock.
And the Qs, by the way, we talked about the NASDAQ almost every day. It's like it's just back to highs, man. Yesterday's move was gnarly. 2% gap down. We went green. Trump at the end of the day, soybean tariffs. Boom, slam. Now we're gapping over all that. So we are in a resilient market for sure.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. But I mean,
what's all-time highs on the Qs, Bryce?
All-time highs are 613. Oh my gosh, we're $10 away from all-time highs.
Yeah, what's that? That's like 1%, maybe.
Yeah.
So pretty gnarly. I think people are still generally nervous, but that's usually when you get the biggest rips, to be honest. When everyone's nervous, sidelined, and then all of a sudden we just go straight back to highs, because then you get all the FOMO chasers.
Yep. Wouldn't shock me at all again, I'm not no macro guy, but like I don't think the market's done by any means. It's
Yoshi says yesterday was hot. It was specifically like that battery metal mineral sector. There was a lot of crazy moves.
Yeah. Indeed.
And it's always tough to gauge because like seed oil is kind of the new sector. And logically, I just think it's a little weaker than the metal battery sector. So tough to gauge if those things are going to keep going or if this was just kind of a quick pop and done.
Be inclined to agree with you there.
All right. Well, market's about to open.
Hey, what do we got? 10 seconds.
And we're off to the races.
And there comes the sound of sweet, sweet beauty. CDOT opening up right at VWAP. Or Coot, rather. Sorry, Coot. S-Dot looks a little bit way under VWAP. I think Coot's definitely the strongest seed oil stock.
Yeah.
Definitely taking a look at one of those. DFly gapped right into the breakout. Again, I've gone over my and I know Matt basically just said the same thing. When a stock gaps into its breakout level, I'm not generally a huge fan of taking it right out of the gate. They can pull a lot harder than expected, but it's, we'll see. Gonna give it some time. I'd rather be a little patient on these. Ulmer, probably the top watch for a dip and rip out of the gates here. In my opinion, it's probably Ulmer. S-Dot halted up.
Is it now?
It is. Nice little dip and rip out of the gates there.
All right, S-Dot. All the other seeds are definitely a little weak, huh?
Yeah, Coot, pretty hard pullback. Seed, just not able to really do anything.
Omer's trying to dip and rip as well.
Yeah, Omer, I wish it dipped a little bit more than that, to be honest with you. I don't really feel, I mean, it might work. I feel like that's, we could have used a little bit stronger of a pullback.
All-time highs is what, 1360 on that? We're not that far.
What I'd love to see on Omer here is, like a true trap where we get this fake high day break under that 11 area and just kind of consolidate above 10. And then we get the real breakout where all the shorts are thinking, up, it's done. It's done. And then they get squeezed like 30 minutes later. There comes that breakdown. A lot of volume on that candle too. If we get a breakout over that 1210, that's like pretty key level here now. That's a lot of volume.
Agreed. And it held pretty well, all things considered. So
yeah, given how much volume it had, given the low a day breakdown there, it held just fine. Normally you'd expect that to be a pretty hard slam, and that just, I mean, granted it moved $1.50 a share, but a lot of volatility.
I'll be right back to you.
Sounds good. Gonna keep an eye on some of these. Gonna look at some of these other gappers too really quick. IBG sucks. SLNH, not really gapped up enough. A lot of volume. Bigger float too. Omer, we're already looking at GNPX. What do we got here? Okay. It's okay. Keep a watch on it, I guess. PFAI, what do we got here? Nothing. I don't like that. And RKDA was the only other one I cared to look at, which that's doing a whole lot of nothing too. Yeah, so I think we've got our top plays already kind of planned out here. Omer, I think through that 1210 is that's the key for me. Mono, I'm gonna go grab a coffee quick. I forgot I made a pop before this started, so I'll be right back too.
You got it. Yeah, just waiting on Omer. If it dies, it dies. I don't really want to chase anything else. GNPX, I see is popping a bit. What's the news on GNPX? Not really sure if there is news, huh? And I saw a couple people asking about LACE, LAES, and TMQ. Both are solid charts, both breaking out. I think both are solid potentials there. But I don't have a great read on either. So kind of just sticking with what I know. Coot looks like it's trying to break as well. NUAI is another one. There's definitely a lot of stocks today. Today's the name of the game is, I think, picking the ones that you're comfortable and confident in, because if you try to trade all these, you're going to mess them up. NUAI is a good look as well. Someone just said that, ripping. Yeah, I think over, what's that, 395 on NUAI definitely could be a good trade. Because that's also a pretty good breakout. Omar, I like this hold of support here a lot. Again, waiting for that specific entry. I'm not just going to randomly buy it, but so far holding support really nicely. Homer, don't die on me. Gina says, what do you mean you want to see it go through 1210? Kind of as it says. Like, once it gets above 1210, that's kind of where I want to buy this thing. Proves to me it's strong. I'm hopping in with the trend. At the moment, it's just stuck in this downtrend, right? No interest in that. I want it to prove to me that it's strong before I place that trade. I think I hear Tui being back.
I'm on my way. All right. I grabbed my favorite mug.
What's it say?
Stock Market Genius.
You see my shirt? I probably got to move the camera.
What does it say? This is my long shirt?
No, that shirt got old.
Oh, you're the exit liquidity. Nice. Nice. Who, me?
Wall Street Bets.
I like that. I like that. Dude, isn't it funny? Like, all of the shirts I have now are trading shirts. Like, it's pretty bad. My entire wardrobe is just like trading shirts.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
No,
I got a bunch too. I mean, to be completely honest, most days I have like the same 5 outfits.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is every dude ever. The same 5 outfits I wear pretty much over and over again.
Me too, dude. I'll like, if I didn't, I know I'm weird, but like, if my clothes didn't get that dirty, I'm just gonna probably rewear
Hold
the
up,
next day.
anyway, I don't know if it just halted up or, but that was that breakout I was talking about while you were gone over 395.
Oh yeah, nice dipping rip too. OTC moving today. H-graph too.
Is it?
Yeah, 230.
Rats, man.
Yeah, look at that.
I bought it yesterday. I sold it yesterday.
I actually did hold some. I'm still in.
Look at you.
I know. Who's this guy?
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't have a great average though. I got in at like 207. But not gonna complain.
Oh, EVAX is crazy, dude. What is this EVAX? I didn't see any news on that one.
EVAX? What do we got? Oh, whoa.
I know. I don't even see any news on that thing.
That's a weird one. I don't see anything, no. Anyway, nice strength there. What's that daily look like? I haven't looked at this daily in a little bit. Oh, yeah. Good. Very good.
The seed oil stocks are pretty resilient. Anyway, is the best trade so far we've had for sure. But S. Coot definitely holding up better than I anticipated. Probably better than anyone anticipated.
Wow, S. Very, very strong. Coot looks great.
A little Coot action.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I stand by it. I think Coot's my favorite of the seed oil stocks. S. S. feels like today's, GWAV, where it just we're under VWAP. It's I could see it being choppy, but just grind up kind of choppy.
Yeah, is that S. I think it's the smallest float.
Yes, I think it's sub mil, right? Yeah, it's 730,000. Seed, I really don't like Seed at all, to be honest with you. It's Seed is actually one of my biggest trades of all time back in the day. Way back yonder. Can I find it even? Does it still even show
Someone's asking if Bryce is in his box truck. No, I think he's in his childhood living room.
I'm literally in my childhood bedroom.
He's visiting the parentals.
Yes, it's nothing changes. Actually, this is like when I would come back from college, this is where I would stay. But yeah, it's always funny. I could be on the box truck, but it's chilly out here right now. I don't have a heater in the box truck, so I'll be taking that back to Colorado here in a couple of days. That'll be a fun drive. Only 26 hours.
That's nuts.
No, slower in that thing. It caps out at 70 miles an hour.
Do you drive that fast, or like?
Yeah,
it just literally won't go any faster.
Oh no, it's so there. You could theoretically have it go faster. There's like an actual cap on it that's put in there, because like if you go faster, it's like it just might blow over. Like pretty risky to go over that. So they make a lot of the maxes are like 75 for the bigger ones. GNPX looks decent too, actually. That's holding up pretty well.
Yeah, Omer just tried to dip in pretty hard off that VWAP, so I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
it's still stuck in the trend though, so it needs to reverse it.
Yeah, this it's definitely trading like it's a real company.
Yeah. Same trendy action.
Yep, most definitely. I'm just happy we've got like movers,
Yeah. I was just about to say Coot over 450. I think could be pretty squeezy.
Definitely. What's the float on this one? 8 mil? Yeah.
Yeah, small but not tiny.
That's kind of the perfect amount, I think. That 5 to 10 mil float range is beautiful. Ooh, shocked. You having a first green day? Yeah, SOGP, very low volume. I was short this not too long ago. I covered up, but that's a nice little first green day bounce. This was that old. Do you remember this runner? Went from like 5 to 35.
I do remember that one. How long ago was that? It wasn't that long ago, right?
End of August, early September. Yeah. That's actually a nice little fake breakdown on the daily chart there. I wish that it just doesn't have enough volume to trade today, but
Omer, I'm starting to lose hope on you.
Yeah, I know. If we're breaking under that, yeah.
Just stuck in this downtrend, man. It's fine. I never took a trade on it. Patience waiting.
Just I wish it offered something better.
Same.
That's I'm telling you, this just feels like today's GWAB. Just grind up, swipe up, dump, swipe up, dump, swipe up, dump. Coot losing steam too. Bummer.
Do you see any news on GMPX?
No. They had news. Yes, this looks like a delayed news trade from yesterday. They dropped a PR at 7 a.m. yesterday, and the move didn't start until after hours. There were a couple of those this week where it's just like delayed news reaction. Just positive preclinical data, though.
It's just trading good volume,
Yeah, that's funny. Literally, as we were just talking, a new news article came up for it. It's not like a PR drop. It was just market news, seeds, silk, and solar. Lead rally sparks morning momentum. Yep. Solar. What solar stocks are moving? DFly? Is DFly solar? Or is it just no, just lithium batteries. Yeah, nothing that's screaming take a trade on me yet for me.
I agree. Anyway, I gave back pretty much that whole game.
Yep. Listen, I stand by my statement. Gap up breakouts are hard. When the breakout is the gap up, it just makes it more challenging.
Oh, STI helped up.
Oh, that was yesterday, right? That was a mover. Was that yesterday?
One of the big movers yesterday, yeah.
STI.
I think it was kind of a pain in the butt yesterday too, yeah?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'll be honest with you. There is not a single part of me that's tempted to trade that.
Tim Bowen just put out a signal on Coots. Yeah, I like it. For me, the signal's more like 450. I'd rather buy through that breakout high. But again, that one's holding pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's the nicest. I think that's the nicest looking stock in the market right now. Although GNPX is okay. GNPX is stuck in a trend. That's kind of a higher float stock for It's cheap, but yeah, I mean 33 mil. What's the volume today? Damn. GNPX traded 200 so far has traded 250 million shares though. So
that's what I'm saying, dude. The volume's pretty nuts.
That's legit. These are the ones that just like can turn into such nice all-day trenders if they let it. And that's like literally what's happening right now. It's like the breakouts fail, but it just fails back to the trend line. It's not like a explosive breakout. It's probably just grinds up.
Seed oil was pulling. S-Dot just halted down.
S-Dot halted down. Coots dumping a bit there. Yeah. Seed dumping as well.
Yeah, DFly was one of those gap up breakouts too that just didn't hold.
No, yeah, I that literally look at that. That was the breakout level right there, at 228. It could barely break out. And again, like the thing is, a lot of times they still do work. It's just like not out of the gates. They're just a little bit tougher to trade out of the gates. Shog P. I wish they had more volume. That sucks. That could be fun.
Yeah, Coot down as well. Seed down. Our seed oils are slowly dying.
Yep, it is what it is.
Good question here from Johnny. Bryce, I don't know if you want to go first.
Let me take a look. Do you guys ever take trades right at the open of the market? If so, what's convicting you to enter right at the market opening? That's a good question. Yeah, generally speaking, though, yeah, I'll go first, by the way. Generally speaking, like it's going to be a trade that I've been planning from the day before. I don't tend to do that much on day one gappers other than a really rare. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've just taken a trade right at market open on a day one gapper. Most of the times for me, it's going to be like a first red day or, like a variation of that, like an overextended gap down on the short side where like I'm just expecting the stock to dump right out of the market open. That's basically it, though. And again, maybe like a multi-day breakout that I've been planning as well if it's setting up nicely. Like if I'm looking at like a multi-day trend break, not even like a horizontal breakout, but like a triangle, and it's like breaking out of that right when the market opens, that'll be my other exception. Matt?
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Very rarely do I click a button in that first 10 or 15 minutes. Not that you can't make money, because you definitely can. There's crazy moves, but I mean, today's a pretty good example as we're seeing all the crazy moves, NUAI, DFly, and even STI, which dumped and is now straight back, right? All those moves, you gotta, if you're gonna trade in that first 10, 15 minutes, you gotta kind of treat it like its own little chunk of time where you're like, this is my trade for the first 10, 15 minutes. I'm not holding this for the long term. After that, like I'm gonna reset because it's pretty rare that in that time frame those stocks like continue to hold those trends, whether that be up, whether that be down. UPX is moving pretty nice here.
What is
GNPX?
GNPX? I used to trade more out. Oh wow, that's strong. I used to trade more right at the open, but it was like my results were very mixed. It was just like big wins, big losses, and I just didn't really like the stress of it.
But yeah, I mean, for my style of trading, and again, everyone has their own, but it's the consistent gains, the predictable trends. They always happen at like post 9:45 Eastern time.
Yeah, time is the best indicator, right?
Time is the best indicator, man. It's gonna be the quote I die on. It's gonna be on my gravestone.
Dude, no, that's probably one of my favorite things that you've said. I think it just makes so much sense.
Just wait. If it's gonna be strong, it's gonna be strong. You don't gotta guess.
Ruth says I can't get ahead chopping myself up. Yeah, listen, this is why, number one, this is part of the reason we're here with it, is to like help you get into a good routine. But two, it's why I'm a stickler on just ruthlessly reviewing. And it's just, I mean, like if you just look, whenever I'm going through a rough stretch of trading, I just look at my losses until my eyes bleed out. And is your desk moving, Matt? Was that what that was?
Yeah, my dad. I'm sitting down now.
Okay. I was like, wait, I couldn't tell if I was going a little crazy. You were just moving, but yeah, no. Let's just you got to just look at your losses until they're like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm doing every time.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I said. Connor would say. Connor says, how do you guys control FOMO when you're first starting out? You know, either you're a really disciplined person, which good for you, or you can't control it and you just get burnt enough times where you're like, screw this. This sucks.
Yep.
And, you know, that was me. So after you do it enough times, you lose enough times, you're like, damn, I just can't keep doing this anymore. I got to change. And ultimately, that's what fixed it.
100%. I agree with that. And like, you just get better at like, you'll still even go through periods of FOMO, like when you're consistent too. It's just like, you get better at knowing, like how to stop that early. I think that's the key. GNPX is definitely, I think, turning into the strongest opportunity here of the day. Highest volume stock.
Indeed.
I just don't love these sub-dollar stocks, but got to take what the market gives you, you know? EVAX holding up oddly well. That feels like one that's going to be like a halt fest stock. STI. We halted up again?
No, it's just still halted.
Oh
yeah, it's just long.
All right, I'm going to get rid of, for now, going to get rid of NUAI. That could still be a trade later. I think I'm going to get rid of SDOT, get rid of Seed. D-fly. See, this is what I mean. This is like they're just choppy. The cap up breakouts, like just massive dump, then just instant walk back up. Omer, unfortunately, I think I got to get rid of this for now. I just don't see a whole lot on this. It's honestly, though, that I'm saying that this is probably that area where people are kind of starting to give up on it. If there's going to be a recovery, it's probably pretty close.
Yeah, I'm still watching it, but I just don't really have
like that's not
an eager to pull the trigger yet. But I haven't totally given up on it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of forming this little trend here too. Right under VWAP. I'm not taking that. It's kind of wide risk for buying a low break here. Basically risking almost $1 a share, hoping you get $2 a share. If I'm buying a dip like this, I want to be risking very tight.
Someone says TBH looks terrible. You can pull up the chart if you want, but no. I'll save you some time.
We'll just
there's really just nothing happening there.
Man, just instant take it away. When it's down that much, don't look at it.
Like, it's down what, 70% almost
off its highs. Yeah, listen, guys, there's a reason. Okay, I'm gonna show you 3 charts back to back, and we're gonna look and see it's the exact same thing. TBH, RKDA, and I believe the other one was IBG. Pop, just destruction off their high. Pop, destruction off its high. Pop, I mean, TBH is honestly worse than the other ones, but same exact look to all of them. They're down 30, 40, 50% off their highs. And it's just like, there's no edge there. Then you'll get people like, well, but sometimes it works. Great. Broken clock is all right twice a day.
That STI on halt's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's a nutty one. I hate these types of day 2 moves where it's just like massively aggressive pullback, then massively aggressive breakout. Too much range for me. I'm telling you, EVAX looks funky. Yeah, I do. Oh, Omer, nice little trend breakout there.
Starting, yeah. I didn't buy it, but the trend's starting to reverse. We just got to see if it's going to hold.
I wish that trend break happened closer to the low. I would have probably taken it if I could have risked like 20 or 30 cents a share, but to have to risk 70, I don't know. Coot, you are coming pretty close to me taking you off my radar. Deep Y, honestly, listen, as much as I hate it, because I just don't like buying them this early. I find gap up breakouts tend to be better in the afternoon, but that could have trapped a lot of shorts, that dump there, and now we're just right back over VWAP. If we start going sideways for a few minutes, I'd keep an eye on it. STI down $3 a share.
Yeah, that stock looks like pain, dude.
Yeah.
Erwin says, hola. Hawaii, dude. It's pretty early in the morning out there. How do you guys not get fooled into thinking those bounces will break out? Pull up Omer. I'll do it best with an example here. Could those bounces, break out? Maybe. But honestly, I don't even know if it's 50-50 at this point. It's probably like 20% chance it works because you're just clearly in a downtrend. So I guess what I'm trying to say, the answer to that is you have to identify what is the key level on the chart, right? So as we said, basically 1210, if I were to buy the stock, it's more or less that 1210 area. That might change if we do trend upwards for the next 30 minutes. That might change, but at the moment, I really don't have any interest longing this until we get to 1210. I want it to prove to me it's strong, and it's not doing that right now.
And we get asked a lot, how do you find a key area on a chart? And I'm going to just give you the simplest answer. This candle is our high of day, post pre-market, and it's our highest volume candle of the day. So clearly, the most trading action in a 1-minute time frame has happened at this candle. That's going to be the area where if you're short, you're going to say, okay, that's the area. Unless, some might go pre-market high, but a smart trader who's going to get out of their trade early is going to be risking right here, right? But that also means that we've got a lot of resistance from that candle, right? On both the upside and the downside of it, like the low of that candle. Look at where this bounce kind of topped out at. The low of that candle, right? So, right now, it's just down too much. It's in a downtrend. Like Matt said, let it prove itself first. Time is the best indicator. The more higher lows you get, the better. I think, honestly, that question, it's got kind of a 2-part thing to it, whether you know it or not. It also talks a little bit about that FOMO, right, that we were talking about earlier. A lot of traders just get scared that they're going to miss the trade. The truth is, the best trades, they're going to be ones where you're going to have multiple opportunities to buy into. Sure, you're going to miss some that just have one swipe and then they're done, but is that the best trade? A stock that swipes for 2 minutes and then it's done? Is that what you want as your best trade? All the best traders I know, when they're right, they add to their winners. They're adding because that stock is so good that they're able to just keep adding to their winners. So if Omer is going to be setting up, we should have lots of opportunities to take an entry on it,
Agreed.
Yeah.
It says theme of the day. Yeah, exactly.
Should be the theme of the month, theme of the year, theme of your lifetime.
Tattooed on your forehead.
How much money? How much money, Matt? Dude, that'd be
I
the
don't know if
funniest
you could
thing.
ever
You're like
tattoo your forehead, you know?
You are like the last person I'd expect to have a tattoo, let alone on your forehead.
Yeah,
that
right.
would be the best. Matt like goes to prison one day and is in with the gangs, and they all have like some gang tattoos, and Matt's got time as the best indicator.
All right. Well, while we wait for Omer, Coot died off. I don't really got much else to talk about, so I figured I'd pull up our TradeFunder, Bryce.
Yeah.
And you got the best intro, so let that thing rip.
Well, you know what they say. Bryce is the best intro, man. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, guys, for those of you guys who are brand new or what tickler? Sorry. Yeah, listen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tattoo this link into the chat here. Guys, for those of you guys who obviously have been here for a bit, you know the drill. We're here as part of a partnership with TradeFunder. They partnered with Stocks Trade, which Matt and I are a part of. Stocks Trade has been providing trading education to traders like yourself now for well over a decade. We like to think we do a pretty great job at helping traders get in front of some of the best trades. And again, as we've been talking about a lot, really just being consistent. That's the goal as a trader. I see a lot of traders who are out there looking for home runs. A lot of traders who just want to, treat it like the lottery. Me and Matt treat this like it's our full-time job because, well, this is where we make our money. So we're going to help you guys be able to get every single access to being able to do that for yourself as possible. And part of that's going to be education. And honestly, part of that is going to be the ability to actually take real trades, trades with enough money to be able to make a living on it if that's what your goal is. And so when Matt and I first got started, we were trading with like a $2,000 account. We were grinding away. We were living in basically a college dorm room together. We didn't have an actual house, but pretty small house. And, we were just sitting there. All of our paychecks would go into our trading account, and that would like come out to like $2,000. We'd lose some of that money and then try to refund it a little bit. But part of the problem that we had was that like we could only take 3 trades a week. And with a $2,000 account, we felt like we needed to go for a home run to make any real meaningful money on it. And so it was just like a compounding wheel of like disaster, basically, where you don't have enough money to trade freely and you feel like you got to hit a home run. This is where TradeFunder comes in, I think, for a lot of traders who are in that boat right now, where maybe they've, they just don't have enough money to go get over the PDT. You don't want to risk your hard-earned money. Maybe you're not quite confident enough in your own trading yet, but it's possible. This is where TradeFunder is going to come in. They're actually offering fully funded trading accounts to trade stocks, $25,000 in particular. This is going to allow you to trade freely, and it's going to allow you to trade with enough money to make actual money on winning trades instead of making 10% on a $2,000 account and you make $200. Well, if you can make that same amount on, say, a $25,000 account, now we're talking about like $2,500. Which is just really exciting for those of you guys who are in that boat. So, guys, that link that we just dropped in the chat, I see Wes says TradeFunder is great. Thanks, guys. Of course, yeah, I know we got a lot of traders who are having some great success with it. In fact, I was actually talking with a trader yesterday in my webinar that I do as a part of the Daily Income Trader System. I know some of you guys here are in that. He locked in $2,000 yesterday on TMQ, bought it 1,000 shares at like 822 and sold at 1020. And like, that's so cool. That's a trader that generally might not have a big enough account to do that with, maybe a smaller account of his own, but because of TradeFunder, he was able to take bigger size, not obnoxious size, just 1,000 shares, an $8,000 position, but was able to lock in, like 20%. That
was Wes. He says,
that was Wes. Let's go, man. Oh, that's awesome. Wes, that's great, dude. Yeah. I was really stoked for you when I saw that. Oh, you're Toker. Oh, cool. You're Toker in the chat. That's cool. That's good to know. I see in here a lot. So very good to know. But yeah, I mean, use Wes as an example here. Yeah, Ruth says, congrats, Wes. Let's give Wes a round of applause. That's a great trade. Anyways, Matt, can you scroll down for me? Because I was just talking about that $25,000. But I also want to let you know that you are able to use margin as well. 4-to-1 margin. It's $100,000 total margin. Now, listen, that doesn't mean you can just YOLO $100,000 into one single position. They're going to cap it at $25,000 per position. But still, if there are multiple opportunities, the market's hot right now. There are multiple opportunities out there that you want to be able to take advantage of. Well, you're going to be able to go ahead and do that. Now, again, they're basically going to be like, as we always say, if you want to trade, you need a broker. And TradeFunder is going to be allowing you to trade through their platform. They're also funding you. So this is their money. They want to make sure that they're not risking all of their hard-earned money. There are going to be a couple of risk management rules in place that you're going to follow. Basically, the two most important ones that are going to be helpful for them and helpful for you, because risk management is literally the number one reason that traders fail. So they're going to actually be helping you by making you be a good trader. Number one is if you lose more than $1,000 in a day, they're going to put you into timeout. They're going to say, you know what, you're not trading well right now. Take a break, come back tomorrow, which I honestly completely agree with. If you're losing more than $1,000 in a day on a $25,000 account, you're probably in a rough headspace. You're either taking too many losing trades or you're oversizing into trades and letting that affect you. Now, remember, TradeFunder, they're a business. They are looking for good traders because, well, when traders make money, they make money. That means that they're not going to let you go out there and lose the entire $25,000 account, which I think is more than fair. You're putting in $800 plus a $99 platform fee. They're going to allow you to lose an extra roughly $3,000 from there, a total of a $3,750 drawdown from that account high. Basically, this is their way of like protecting their own capital. So you want to make sure that you're trading well, trading consistent. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're looking to go trade home runs and you want 1,000% win, but you're also going to be, risking 1,000% or 100%, TradeFunder is probably not the spot for you to go. Completely honest, right? They're looking for traders who want to be consistent day in and day out. And that's what me and Matt are here for, because that's the way that we trade. We're not going for home runs. We're just going for those consistent gains. And hopefully you guys are understanding this too. TradeFunder is partnered with one of the largest prop trading firms in the entire country, T3. This is, anyone is going to be going through T3. So we're glad to see that TradeFunder is a part of that as well. So yeah, again, they're a prop firm. Prop firm, what that really means is that they're allowing you to trade their capital. So they're going to take a small profit split when you win. I mean, honestly, TradeFunder has one of the best profit splits in the industry. Generally, prop firms are like a 60-40 split where you'll keep 60, they'll keep 40. Good ones are you'll keep 70, they keep 30. TradeFunder is great. You keep 80% of what you make. So if you make 10 grand, you keep $8,000 of it. If you scroll down one more time, Matt, for me, TradeFunder is really cool because think of this as like your intro, your starter. They're looking for traders that are going to go out there and ideally be with them for the long run. Be with them for the long haul, which is really cool because once you make more than 15 grand, they're actually going to reach out to you and say, hey, do you want access to more money? You don't need to grow that $25,000 account to 100 grand on your own or 200 grand. When you start making money and they see that you're consistent, they're going to go out there and say, do you want to be trading with some more money? Because clearly this is a good partnership. Whether or not you want to do that is completely up to you. But I know we've got some traders that have done that. I saw a question here in the chat from Time Trader. If I fail the first TradeFunder account, can I sign up again for the same price? Yes, not an unlimited amount. You're not going to get an unlimited amount of tries. And to be completely honest, me, Matt, nor TradeFunder want you to blow up your first account. But we understand it's part of the game. It does happen. They're not going to give you unlimited attempts here, but they will let you try a couple of times. You can use that same discount link. It's not a code. There's no discount code. Just click on the link that we've dropped in the chat. It should also be in the YouTube description as well there. So, yeah, go ahead and click on that link. That's your homework, guys. I'm sure Matt might have another thing or two to add. Maybe I already hit everything. But click that link. See if it's for you. I'm going to say this every day. This is going to be my thing I say every day until the day I die, because I know some people here are looking for a perfect solution. You're looking for something where you have to do no work and you become a billionaire tomorrow. There's no such thing as that in the market. But I do believe personally, I really wish that I had access to this when I first started trading. It didn't exist. There was no way to do something like this. I think this is as close to perfect as it gets for traders who are in any of the shoes that I just mentioned. You don't have enough capital. You feel like when you're risking your own money in the market. I know there are a lot of traders that are in this boat. They go from paper trading when they do super well and they're not emotionally tied to the money. They do great. And then as soon as it becomes their own money, they're thinking of it like it's their own money. And they just start trading differently. This is a great solution for those of you guys who are in that shoe as well. But the only way you're going to be able to tell if this is the right fit for you is by clicking on that link, seeing everything. If you've got any questions specific to their platform or any of their support, down at the bottom of the page, there's going to be a contact to their support team. Reach out to them. They're incredibly responsive. They'll probably reach out to you in the next 30 minutes or so if you email them. But Matt, do you have anything else to add there? I know I just went on a monologue.
A real view says this sounds like sounds kind of good. And I mean, I agree. My stance, honestly, is why not? Why not at least try it? Because if you want to be a trader, you understand that trading takes time, it takes effort. Why not give yourself a little advantage here? And that's what TradeFunder does, especially for new traders, especially for traders who might be struggling, because you've got good risk management, you've got more capital to trade with. I mean, there's really no reason not to do it unless you probably already just got so much money. And even at that point, why not still? Because then you're not risking your own money, right? That's at the end of the day why Bryce and I have a TradeFunder account, because, if they're going to give me money to trade with, yeah, I'm going to take a couple of trades because why not, right? So you need a brokerage account to trade. And obviously there's really just two paths. You can go the traditional path. You can get a normal brokerage account. You got to put thousands of dollars in there usually. If you want to get over the pattern day trader rule, as it stands, it's $25,000 you got to put into an account to trade more than 3 times a week. TradeFunder allows you to get around all of that. And yeah, why not? That's what I have to say about it. Using that link that I've shared with you, you do get that discount. As Bryce said, it's $800. If you go to TradeFunder's website, sure, you can sign up, but you're just paying more money. So don't do that. Use the link there. And that way you can just dive on in and get started. I know there were some questions in the chat. Gina asked, can you swing stocks? With TradeFunder, no, it is day trading. I will tell you, though, it's, you got from 4 a.m. Eastern if you want to wake up early to 4 p.m. That's plenty of time. Go out there, treat it like a day trader. Someone says, do you have to make a set amount before you can take out your own profits? Yes, there is. Let me scroll down so I say it correctly. Right here, I believe it's $12.50, right? So once you make $12.50, and again, they want consistency. So it's not just, hey, I made $12.50 by putting my entire account in one trade and I just made it, because anyone can get lucky and do that. They want consistent traders. So one of the hoops, if you want to call it that, you have to jump through is you need 5 days of profit over 250. Now, if you have the right mindset, you want to trade for months, years to come, 5 days is nothing, right? You could do those 5 days over 6 months. And then you can start withdrawing those profits. You don't need to rush. And I would actually encourage everyone, don't rush, right? The market's always there. Yes, the market's very hot right now, but it's been very hot for years at this point. So, take it slow, do it the right way. And then as you see success, you can withdraw those profits. Damien says, does TradeFunder have OCO? So one cancels the other orders. They do. You can put range stops, all of those things in there if you want.
Indeed.
I think that's all the questions we have here. Your homework at the end of this right now is to go to that link, click it, get an account. All right. Why not? I know Tactical Trading was here earlier. I think he's got 2 accounts. He's got one for himself, one for his son. Brilliant. Nothing wrong with that.
I love that.
Well, I got nothing else to add, Tui.
Nope, I don't either. I'll drop that link in the chat here one more time.
Cool. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow morning, guys. See you then. I hope you guys are all having a great morning. Peace, everyone.